Hey, it's Kelly, your favorite mom of twins, Jeep driving lawyer with two crazy rescue dogs who likes to craft in her spare time. Yeah, spare time. Huh. We all laugh. If you are new here, welcome. If you are not new here, welcome back. If you would take a moment to hit the little red button down there that says subscribe and give me a thumbs up, that would be great because what it does is it sends me a little note that says so and so is a new subscriber or likes your video, and it gives me a little boost of self-esteem, and we all could use a boost of self-esteem. um so yeah, so it's been a week. Let's see, I am waiting on the plumber to come back. He's all paid. um and yeah, so we're still traveling back and forth to I'm gonna take dishes over tomorrow. I didn't realize it. Yeah, don't judge me. um it's been a little bit of a crazy week. So last week I told you about my back. I saw a pain management doctor who, they don't tell you this until you're there, or they didn't. I don't know if this is standard practice. She's a nurse practitioner for a neurosurgeon. So she's basically, let's bridge you until we can cut you. And I'm like, yeah, no. She's like, let's get you in. Let's do an injection next week on your back and stuff. And yeah, then we'll look at when we can do surgery and when that works for you. And I'm like, it doesn't work for me, thanks. So then I found out at my orthopedic doctor, they have a pain management doctor. So I scheduled and I got in with him, thank goodness. And the fun thing is what they do is they're used to working with athletes. So they save so many spots for each doctor for inpatient or in-season athletes if they have an injury, obviously, because if you're in the middle of your season, that's a big deal. Well, technically, runners don't have a season. We're always on. Triathletes, usually us as triathletes up here in Michigan, we generally will run fall, spring, even winter, as just run events to kind of keep things up. Fall is great around here for bike events because the colors change and it's so pretty. So I got in with him. He said, let's keep up with, he changed my pain med, and that seems to be really helping. Let's keep up with PT. If PT doesn't kind of alleviate a lot more between now and a month from now, I'll go in. We will talk more about doing an injection as just kind of a, let's keep getting everything calmed down. He is okay with me swim, bike, running as long as my body can handle it. He's like, the best thing you can do is move your back, like body. What he thinks though is that I have not only the back issue, but I have inflamed the bursa in my hip. So, you know, Bean is standing here and she's looking at me funny. It's kind of funny. I saw my neurosurgeon this morning. Can I have one of these? Mm-hmm. And Boyd gets me. I always enjoy seeing him. He's so funny. So he said, he looked at the imaging and everything, and he's more on track with the ortho pain med guy. And he's like, look, there's a little bit of arthritis there, like negligible. He's actually surprised it wasn't more, given my age and everything that I do. L3 and 4 are slightly bulging, but again, nothing major. He's like, we could talk about injections, and he goes, but honestly, I think right now I would recommend PT and doing what you're doing. And I said, okay. And I said, and how's that affect my training? And he goes, it shouldn't. He goes, I want you moving. Like, that's the best thing for you, is your body is used to moving. He's like, he's sitting down and we're like laughing, looking at the imaging, and he's like walking me through it. And he goes, because you are used to moving so much, when you stop moving, a bunch of issues then happen. So thought is that maybe once we get moving a little bit better, um, that things will loosen back up and calm down. So I really would like to get in. I keep saying that. I really want to get in the pool, but first of all, I need to try on my swimsuit because I haven't put on my swimsuit since before COVID. And while I haven't gained weight during COVID, I don't know. So I need to try that on and hopefully get to the pool. Um, so yeah. We tried to switch the handle on the refrigerator, and the bottom bracket at the very bottom, when we flipped it to the other side, it doesn't line up, and like you can't, it's not gripping right to hold it. So I don't know what we're doing wrong. So I put it back together the right, like the way it is now. So what I may do, there's a gap between the refrigerator and where the counter is, that right now is where I have trash cans. What I may do, and I'll lose part of my window and stuff, is just slide the refrigerator over and put the garbage can next to the wall. I don't know what else to do. Yeah. Let's see what else. So, yeah, we're trying to sort out everybody's financial aid for the fall for college and who's going back. Like if Bean's going to live on campus or if just because of everything she's going to have to live at home. So send some good vibes our way that way. Bean goes to a private university because they're one of the few in the country that have a bachelor's in forensic science. But she struggled with online learning, and so her grades last year weren't great, and kind of have hit financial aid wise. She's taken a hit. So fingers crossed. We went through this last year kind of with the boy child as well, or with the boy child, and we got through it. He's filling out the last couple of forms that he needs help filling out for his financial aid. So yeah. And then I came up with this brilliant idea last week. A friend of mine and I were talking, and I've been really trying to actually heal instead of just putting a band-aid over everything. Some childhood traumas and things. And we were talking about, like, why did I become a lawyer? And, you know, it was the realization that for the most part, about 80% of the reason I went to law school was to make my mother proud and to finally hear her say, I'm proud of you. She has yet to do that. I've been a lawyer for 20 years. I don't regret going to law school now. I love my career. I love my job most of the days. But what I realized is that ever since I was a kid, like even as a child, I wanted to learn ASL, sign language. I'm fascinated by it. I've always wanted to learn it. Anytime I've gotten a chance to take like just a little class, even if it was like teach your baby sign, I always do it. I always, if I can, I do it. Well, our community college here offers a 2-year, well, actually it's a 3-year program, but it's an associate's of science. I don't know what kind of science. I think social science. And you can become an ASL interpreter. And really thinking about it, now it's like a prime time for me to do it. It's amazing. So a 3-credit class is $300. I should, if all goes well each semester, be able to pay cash with whatever I don't get in some sort of financial aid packet. And be able to do it. I don't have to take any of the gen ed credits. I was thinking today, I was like, you know, one of the other jobs I've always thought was really cool is massage therapy. How are these even, like, could you get any more like opposite? So it was like, okay, if I don't have to take all the gen ed requirements for everything, and I only have to take like your core classes, maybe I can't speed up the ASL classes because they're done, so they're like certain classes are only offered certain semesters. And I was like, they also have massage therapy where you become certified massage therapist. And what I could do is try and piggyback like when I'm later on ASL classes, maybe I'll pick up some of the classes for massage therapy. Just add some more initial letters after my name. Why not? Why not? But for sure, we're going to start ASL. I am registered. I have the money set aside to pay the bill for me because it ends up being an 8-credit semester for me. Hang on one second. Maisie's kind of looking funny at the door. Maisie lost her collar today. How the hell did that happen? Maisie, what are you doing, silly dog? Yeah, no idea where it is. I have, like, we've torn apart part of the house and everything looking for it. Goofball dog. Not that she ever walks on a leash anyways. She follows me around like she's a duck. She doesn't go anywhere without me. So it's not like... Lizzie's getting much better about walking even without a leash. And staying close and not running off and stuff. So, anyways, so yeah, so those are the big things. So if you could send some positive vibes, that would be fantastic. Yeah. So, but that said, because, you know, we're potentially paying a lot of cash out, and at the same time I want to be saving for the down payment on a house, I probably won't have much haul for a while. So if that's the part of the show you really want, I'm sorry. I'll apologize now. I can make up stuff that I bought. I mean, I don't know. But I have enough stuff to stitch that really should, like, I may need to buy floss here and there. But right now I have the complete DMC regular line in my, like, all bobbinated everything. And I have that big huge cone of 310 and white, and then I have the 2 grays. So yeah, I really, yeah. And I have still a bunch of fabric. So, and I have a bunch of sewing that I need to do that I still haven't done. So it's not like I don't have a bunch of stuff. I have more than enough crafting to keep me busy for eons. It's bad. So that'll be good. Maybe I'll get some other, you know, I mean, I have yarn, I have fabric, I have batting, I have stuffing, I have some pieces that I can use for FFOing depending on things. And that's not to say I won't buy something here and there, but yeah. But I have plenty of patterns. Plenty of patterns. It's bad. I think that buying patterns and stitching patterns are 2 totally different hobbies. Totally different hobbies. So yeah. So with that said, this last week I've actually been less monogamous with my stitching, which is kind of, I don't know, like there's times where I want to be monogamous, and then there's other times where it's like, nope, no, I can't do it. I don't want to be monogamous with things. So, with that said, I guess now that we've updated you on life stuff, best new things is still lidocaine patches. Oh, I bought stuffed mushrooms, like mushroom caps, in our like refrigerator department at produce department at the grocery store, and I threw them in the air fryer. So good. I love my air fryer. I got Sunday afternoon all to myself at the house, and I actually, aside from the dishes, cleaned, like, I mean, I took everything off the counters and scrubbed the counters, I scrubbed the stovetop, and cleared out like all of our old produce if it was looking kind of clean those plates and did all that. And my son comes home from playing D&D and he goes, wow, the kitchen is really clean. I go, yeah, I spent the afternoon doing it. I also scrubbed our bathroom, and he went to the bathroom and he goes, wow. And I go, it's not like it was a pigsty before. And he goes, no, but you can tell, Mom, you worked hard and I appreciate it. Thanks. I go, great. Could you work on the laundry? Because me bending over into the washers, actually from the washer to the dryer is a little difficult. I tried to hang the cabinet, the new medicine cabinet in the bathroom, but it's too heavy for me to hold up and screw in, use the drill and get it. So one of the kids will help me with that. The new hinges came from George. That was the other thing. I have to replace the hinges on my door hinge on my passenger side. So I'm going to replace the hinges on the driver's side too, so they match, because right now they're red, but I couldn't buy red ones. I bought black ones. So I'm going to change them all out. Which means that one of my goals this summer was to to be able to take the doors off of George. And now I'll be able to do it because the new hinges will allow me to do that. The old hinges, I can't, I don't know what's going on there. So, I need to get out my drill and make sure I have the right drill bit to do the doors. I'm a little scared. I hope there's a YouTube video. We all know how I feel about fixing things with YouTube videos. So, okay, so that said, let's get into some wonderful stitching. Okay. One of the pieces I worked on was the Transtastical cell. It's the unicorn. I had my paper out with my picture. Where's the picture? There we go. It is this lovely piece. It is now, if you follow the hashtag on Instagram, it is Transtastical Summer Sale. So I have been working on this right here, and I think I'm starting on this flower here. I'm just doing the outlines right now, figuring that then it'll be easier when I need to not so much concentrate on what I'm doing. I can just go in and fill in the colors. I like doing that. I don't know if anybody else does that. For me, that makes mental sense. So that said, on that same piece of fabric, and Amy laughs at me when I have to go searching for where my stitches are because my fabric is so big, and it cracks me up. So I pulled out my mermaid, because mermaids, and I started to work more on. Look, you can't even see it. It actually does show up in person. It shows up nice and vivid. It's all Krynic. But I realized yesterday, as I was working on it, I have to tear out some of these stitches because I forgot a line. And, yeah. So the only thing worse than putting Krynic in is ripping Krynic back out. But soon I will have the top piece, that type icicles. They're not icicles, she's a mermaid. What the heck? The top little sparkly. Well, then what is it? Because it does look like ice, but she's a mermaid with dolphins. I don't know what it is now. Whatever it is. Her hand, is it her hand that starts like right here? It might be her crown, but I got it almost, or about halfway across, I think. So there's that. I also pulled out Sense and Sensibility because I figured before I start Little Women, maybe I should finish Sense and Sensibility. And because I didn't need the one thread that I thought I needed. Welcome to my world. So I got a little bit more center flower. I usually leave this one in my purse right now. So if I'm sitting waiting for like an appointment or something, I'll work on it. Um, yes, I am that type of person where I leave projects everywhere. I have a Jeep project. I have office project. I have, yeah, that's just what I do. It makes it easier because I'm never without something to do. I've gotten better about drinking my water too. I have been, this is my fourth one today, and I have only had, I had pop when Bean and I went to dinner tonight, and I had pop there. I don't think I drank any other pop today, so that's good. So, um, I got to work on the Jeep project. If you all recall, and it's been a while since you've seen this one. It must have been the week where I pulled out projects you guys haven't seen in a while because I've got a couple of them. Dana from Stitch Life, I am stitching her cats. She bought it, I guess her mom picked it out, and she worked some of it, and she was not happy enjoying it. And so when we each, like Kim she's working on Damn Beach project. It's a dimensions kit with all these half stitches, and I love the stitch. It's so cute. It's 2 Adirondack chairs on the beach with a Christmas tree in between it. I didn't realize when I sent it, it was a full coverage piece. Kim doesn't do full coverage. Well, now she's doing full coverage. Surprise! So Kim is doing my piece. Dana's doing Kim's piece. Clay is sending his piece to Julie. I don't think Julie has a piece she's passing along. I don't think Kat does either. But I told Dana I'd work on her cats. So this one just needs to be outlined. And this one is almost to the point where... No, it is to the point where it just needs to be outlined. So we're making progress. She finally told me, I asked her if I could like highlight on the pattern where I was, because half the time, because this is, let's see, this line is on one page, but this line is on a different page, I think, or something. I don't know. It's weird. But I always get lost into what cat I'm doing when. So now that I can highlight them, hopefully that will help. So we have the damn cats. This is my Jeep project. It goes in the Jeep. If I don't put away now, I won't remember. And so, yeah. So that goes out into the Jeep. The other thing that I have been carrying around, like in my purse, along with Sense and Sensibility, is first I drink the coffee, then I do the things. And I am almost halfway through. I just have to finish this little motif here. So yeah, I love this piece. Even with my little F, my weird screw up on the F color, I don't think, unless I pointed it out. Well, clearly if you're up close, you can tell that it's 2 different colored browns. The F is a different color brown. And I think even the little bottom of the eye. But I don't think if you didn't know that it was supposed to be a different color, I don't think you'd care. I don't think it would be a big deal. But I got the motif up there done. We got the bird done. I got the K done. This one is done. Like I said, this is the only one left on the top half. So we're making good headway. I'm not mad. Not mad about it. So here's... Hey, Amy, this one's for you. If you guys don't follow Creativity by Gidge, you absolutely need to. She's been kind of on a hiatus. They've been doing some stuff with their family, and that's always fair. But she also stitches big-ass projects. And life wouldn't be me if I didn't have at least one big-ass project. So I pulled back the periodic table. got quite a bit done. I'm so excited. We even started another row down here. I went on a car ride on Saturday. We went up north, a 2-hour drive up north to buy pickles at a little place called Freakin' Pickles. And it's just fun. We stopped there and then I don't know if they sell this out of Michigan, but we have Pinkani cheese. So on the way back, we stopped in Pinkani and bought cheese, and we got fudge. What else did we get? We bought this really good dip, and it's got feta and green olives and red pepper all in it, and then it's a spread. It was so good, so good. Anyways, so I didn't drive. I got to sit in the passenger seat, and so I got to work on. And this one is a good one, like right now, just to carry for those kinds of things, because I'm only working with one color. I only needed to bring my Kona 310. And so yeah, so I got this down here done. I came up here and finished this square. I finished the second row here. I mean, I actually got, because it wraps around, I got quite a bit done, and I didn't stitch the whole time. But it felt good to work on this. And just kind of, the only thing that would have made it better is, and this is not to sound mean, but I couldn't listen to a book on tape or anything. I had to I had to share the radio. Not my kids, so but yeah, no, it was so much fun to just kind of be out and not really worry about things. We got a later start in the day, so that kind of, so yeah. But it was nice to pull out Bean's periodic table and really kind of get some good stitching in on that. I need to make that more regularly. So that's all the stitching I did. But it's still quite a bit of stitching. I think I figured out the planner issue. I know this has been a source of stress from me on wanting to figure out a system that would work. I think I have it. I think I do. I think, so I have my little planner. Actually, I have the big happy planner, and I have the Disney one because I'm a princess and that's what I need to do. Okay, so this is why I think this will work. So the physical therapy place printed me out just a monthly calendar, and they wrote in there, their appointments automatically come up, and then a test that was in the system. I had my mammogram. If you have not done your mammogram, ladies, go get it done. And I had a bone density test. And my bone density test actually came up really good. The doctor was shocked. My GP was shocked. He's like, your bones, he's like, and I go, I know, and I don't even drink milk. So he does want me to start on calcium along with my vitamin D. That's fine. I just give him a hard time. So they wrote this in, and then I've been writing in what I'm going to do. So each month I'm going to print off one like this, like the main calendar. And I'll be able to write my appointments all in one spot. I can write in the little corner, my blood sugar when I test. So that'll work out well too. So I have that. I have my WhipGo board. But then my planner has got just lined paper in it. So I have a sheet where I have my goals for the month and what I want to do. And then I can just write things to-do list, and I don't need to start a new things to-do list every day because I don't get all of this stuff done. but these are the things that I know I have to get done so that I can keep track of everything. And so like that's what I'm going to use my papers for. I also found a new planner page, and it was actually a free one. So I may print out those just to see if that doesn't work a little bit better on keeping track of some of the other data that I track, like my workouts, the books I read, what I'm stitching on, and that kind of stuff. So we'll see. I don't know. That's really all that's going on. So I do have clearance from the doctors to paint. We'll see what the PT says in the morning. A PT in the morning. My son said he cut down the board so I can finish up my 3 small words. So I guess I need to wash it. I'm a little scared to wash it. I know not to throw it in the wash machine. And then I need to see if my foam core board is long enough. And then I've got to find a fabric to go. And I'm debating whether or not I want to paint the board. Right now it's just the plain wood. But I'm not sure what color I want to paint it. So we'll see. I may just paint it because I want to hang it in the living room. I could paint it the color of the walls. I don't know. We'll see. I've got so much painting to do. So yeah. This next week, I don't know what I'm going to do. I hesitate to even speculate as to what I'm going to work on. I still don't have the second finish. So I technically, when I bargain with myself, I can't start something new. But I really would like to start, the disc is broke. There's 2 of them. One is a gift. And then I'd like to start Magic Study. Part of that is just that I just need to go cut the fabric. I have the fabric in my craft room, but I need to cut it. But I keep telling myself, no, you've got to finish something first. And I need to get a couple other things like cleared up and cleaned off and whatnot. Maybe if I finish painting the living room this week and this weekend, maybe I'll start one of them then as kind of a reward for getting that done. We'll see. That would be really good. And then that would be fairly easy. The kids could help me actually painting the walls and the ceiling. I don't have one coat on the ceiling yet, but I do have one coat on the walls. If I pull out the primer to paint the bookshelves that are in the living room, I might as well go ahead and paint the living room, or the living room as I point to the kitchen. The kitchen cabinets and walls. So we'll see. We'll see. It'll be an adventure. Your guess is as good as mine as to what gets done in the next week. We should play a contest. What's Kelly actually going to do? Because I've talked months now about how I need to sew project bags, and clearly I haven't done that because I didn't show them to you. So yeah. We'll see. And I want to start the little monkey on the toilet because I want that to go into the bathroom, or in that. I don't know if I'm going to put it in the bathroom because the bathroom gets kind of damp with like the hot showers and stuff. The exhaust fan doesn't work great. So maybe I'll hang the little monkey on a throne like in the laundry room area. They're right next to each other. It actually used to all be one room, but then you'd have to yell like at my son, hey, we're coming through, we're going to the bathroom, and you have to shut both doors. So instead I moved, what did we move? We moved where the sink was to be like closer to the toilet and the shower, and then we moved the laundry washer and dryer over to where the sink was, and we built a wall at a little hallway there. I actually built a wall. I didn't know I could do that, but apparently I can. So now my bathroom is actually like a real bathroom. Imagine. So, and now I have like the laundry area is the hallway. You walk past the washer dryer to get to my son's room, and he has a door on his room, so that's where my linens. Anyways, it doesn't matter. So we'll see. We'll see. But that's what I'm thinking. Henrietta is what I call the little girl monkey on a toilet. I named her Henrietta, and I think that she needs to go in the bathroom area vicinity. But I'm thinking in the laundry room, right, like outside the door of the bathroom would work. So, on that happy note, I'm going to bid you good night, because it's nighttime here, and I'm going to get some downtime and maybe some little stitchy time. And yeah, drink more water because I've only had, well, I'm at 3 and what, 2/3? I got to figure out what I want to put on my pink water bottle. The black water bottle has a Jeep grill. What should we put on the pink water bottle? I think I need to find a princess crown. That's what I think needs to go on there. Oh, I went practical. I do want a ukulele, but I had to stop and think. So I went practical. And I'm going to tell you, I don't even remember what I bought as practical. I bought page protectors to put patterns in. But I don't remember what, something else was bought with it, and I don't remember. Apparently I'm having some short-term memory issues. So yeah, if anybody knows what Maisie did with her collar, I'd really appreciate the heads up. What did she do with it? My big girl, she loses her collar sometimes. It will slide off because she doesn't really have ears. And so if she dips her head down, it will fall off. But she's so funny. She will sit until you put it back on her. She doesn't. Maisie's like, who cares? Whatever. I'm free. She's all kinds of sass. All kinds of sass. They are characters. So, yeah. So if you know what Maisie may have done with her damn collar, let me know. If anybody knows how hard it is to change out the hinges on a door on a 06 TJ, let me know. These are things I'm going to be trying to do. So yeah, we'll see. Have fun. I wish you guys well. I hope you have fun. Yeah, if you have any questions, send me a message. I'm His Princess Kelly over on Instagram. Yeah. Oh, and Denise, I'm glad you got it. I'm glad you have your unicorn chart. It makes me happy that I was able to get that to you. Yeah, that was really cool. So yeah, if you have a unicorn chart, what's your unicorn chart, guys? Ladies, I want to know, because maybe we can start getting people their unicorn charts. I had no idea that was one of Denise's unicorn charts, and that's an amazing thing to be able to do for somebody. And somebody, like I said last week, somebody gifted me Magic Study. because I didn't think I'd ever like. So, um, yeah. So yeah, if you have a unicorn chart, let's start connecting. I love connecting people. So let's see what we can do. God knows I have a boatload of patterns that, and that I can go through. Some of them are older, some of them aren't. Um, but who knows? Who knows? What's your unicorn chart? Let me know. And if you can help somebody with their unicorn chart, like you see on there, hey, I have that chart. Let's get you together. Let's make magic happen. And yeah, any good vibes for financial aid with the kids? That would be, uh, yeah. So again, have fun. I wish you health and wellness and happiness in this next week. Bye.